What's up, SC State? We are DoggPound Radio, and we're sitting down with Mr. and Mrs. SCSU. But before we start that, we want to introduce ourselves. I am K-Love.
You got your boy Finesse and Quan.
That's your boy Ziggy.
And you all got to introduce yourself too, because some people at SC State might not know who you are. So go ahead and let them know who you are, something about yourself.
Alrighty, well, I am London Knight, Miss South Carolina State University. I am a graduating senior and biology major here. And I'm just in love with my school, more in love with DoggPound Radio and the wonderful things that they have to offer. So I look forward to seeing what they have planned, especially after I graduate, because it's going to be something big. I have a great feeling about these guys.
And I'm James Coleman, Mr. South Carolina State from Orlando, Florida. Also a graduating senior, May 12th, where you at. And it is my complete honor to be here.
So when you all became Mr. and Mrs. SCSU, it was a grand event. Could you tell us about the experience, how that felt, for you all to come out and see everybody in front of you and to have that experience? Can you let us know that experience?
Well, I think I can speak for both of us when I say it was a very humbling experience. I still remember it like it was yesterday. I heard his name and I was super excited for James, and it was this big uproar here, and then I was wondering who was going to be called next, because honestly it was a very close call between the contestants. There were some excellent performances between the girls, and I love them dearly. But honestly, when I heard my name, all I could do was cry. I'm a very emotional person. I'm a big baby, but I was super happy. And then the next thing I remember, I ran and I hugged James, and it was really a beautiful experience.
I remember that before the election results, my mother called me, and we were on the phone, and she said, "Baby, if you got it, you got it, and if you don't, you don't." And so I came in here with the mindset of if I take a L, I take that L, and if I win, I got that dub. So came in here, I was actually sitting on this very stage, like right there, and they called my name, and I was like, lit. And so then they moved forward, and I was like, dang, who's gonna be the queen? And then they called London's name, and I was like, and then on any block,
Right.
and on your block. But I ran and hugged her, and we just been rolling ever since. When
You came to SC State. Did you ever think it was an option to become Mr. and Mrs. SC State?
Personally, for me, no. Honestly, when I came here, I was a transfer student. I didn't know anyone. I was still trying to make friends, but I did that, and I hoped that it would have played to my advantage, and it did. But honestly speaking, when I first came here, I always wanted to be a campus queen, but I never thought it would happen here for me.
I have a little bit of the same testimony as her. When I first got here, just straight from Florida, didn't have no friends, none of my people from high school were here, so it was kind of like, I don't know nobody. So I just said I'm gonna do my 4 years, get it and get out, but started getting more and more involved, SGA and all this stuff. And one of my mentors was Harold Rickenbacker, former Mr. Garnet and Blue, and he was one of the people who said, you can do it. If you want to, you want to do it, go for it. So, I didn't think I would be in this position, hey, I just kind of doubted myself, but here I am, here I stand.
No, I'm not the first, but I want to be one of the people to congratulate you on becoming the Ebony magazine top 10. What did you do to be selected in that?
So, first of all, thank you. And this is huge, okay? I've wanted this since I was a little girl, like 5 years old, when I started collecting these Ebony magazines. And it is a huge honor. Basically, what this entails is they take all the HBCU queens, and you were able to vote for about a month. And the top 10 HBCU queens with the highest votes, they receive a feature in Ebony magazine, which means we get to fly out, we get these cool outfits and get our hair done and makeup done and really just enjoy the sisterly bond that we already share. And they take our photos, there's a big photo shoot, and then there's a spread. With each page is one of those top 10 girls. And then after that, they also feature the other HBCU queens who didn't quite make the top 10, but you know, at the end of the day, we're all queens, but this is a huge thing for me. This is like something I always wanted to check off my bucket list, so it's really, really big for me.
All right, so do y'all have any top 5 artists back then, now? You know, let's hear top 5.
And for, you know, Miss SCSU, I want you to do the males, and I want you to do females, mister. All right?
Jeez, that's a great question. Well, I know my top artist of all time is Prince. I love him so much. Yes, I love Prince. All right, now don't get me started up in here. Okay, so I said Prince. I also love Earth, Wind, and Fire, which I am seeing again in June. I'm really excited. I love Outkast, and I also love, I'll say J. Cole, because he's definitely an innovator, and Kendrick Lamar. My top 5.
Well, I'll start off by saying this. Since they gave me only females, my favorite rapper right now is Chance the Rapper. But as far as females go, I would have to say Shaka Khan. For you gospel people out there, Dorinda Clark Cole. Dorinda. Anita Baker. Kiki Wyatt. And I'm about to throw it back to about the 50s and 60s with Mahalia Jackson.
All right. Great one.
All right, so what was the last song you listened to before you got here, or maybe this morning when you was getting ready? What was the last song you listened to?
Well, let's see. After, you know, playing my brother's mixtape, okay. Shout out to Richie,
Shameless
my boo-boo. Shameless plug. I actually played one of my favorite songs. Well, actually, it's like one of my top 2 favorite songs. I play it every single day. And yes, I know it's played out, but it never gets old to me. International Players Anthem. Can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it.
That's the only anthem we acknowledge. I'm about to be showing where I'm from.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
We'll try not to.
No, not T-Pain. I listened to a song by Trick Daddy.
Shout out to Trick.
Well, we're coming down to the end of our interview. Thank you all for coming and speaking to us. Any final words for, you know, the students at SC State? It's trying times, especially in the university and in the, you know, world. This new president that shall not be named. So, any final words to the students to kind of give them encouragement, motivation?
Definitely. I would tell the students who are still here at SCSU, first of all, be the best person that you can be. Stay true to yourself. Most importantly, stay true to yourself. Worry about yourself. Don't be concerned about what everybody else is doing. Don't compare your chapter 5 to somebody's chapter 50. Just worry about yourself. And then last but not least, like I said in the beginning, but just need to reiterate, do the very best that you can, because if you become a perfectionist at your craft, whatever you're good at doing, no one else can outshine you. No one else can outdo you. So just do what you do to the best of your ability, and no one can duplicate you.
First and foremost, keep God first.
Absolutely.
And make sure that you remember that you are special. You are destined for greatness. The creator of the universe thought enough of this world to bless it with you. So make sure that you live up to that. Make sure that you just keep your head focused. Make sure you find your passion. Make sure you find what you're good at and do it and make a difference in this world.
Well, that is it for us. We are DoggPound Radio. Check it out. Did you really just fall off the stage? DoggPound Radio.
You got your boy Finesse McCorn.
And you got your boy DJ Ziggy.
Stop. Let's stop. So we're not finna just be like.
What's up, State? The beautiful Garden City of Orangeburg, South. Y'all wasn't supposed to laugh.
No, because soon as he said, why would you even bring that up? Soon as he said beautiful Garden City, I thought about what we were just talking about. I'm like, I couldn't hold it.
What's up, State? We are DoggPound Radio. Hold on. I'm so sorry, Karate. I'm taking up all your space right now.
Sorry. You know that's how the deacons sit in church. They don't even cross it. They just put it like right on top of their knee, right on that knee. Yeah. That,
You gotta lean back.
and then this one when you put the butt on the sink. Well, becoming Mr. and SCSU, have you ever? Let's start over. Well, becoming Mr. and Mrs. SCSU, have you ever? I said the same thing. Did you ever see yourselves in this position as being Mr. and Stop, man. When you came to SCSU.
This beat, dog.
Daddy was like, yeah.
Not your daddy.
Yeah! Yeah!